Hey everybody, it's February 3rd, 2025, and I'm going to do a quick review. Something I watched on Netflix. I was watching Red Letter Media, like their older videos, so just because Mike, he suggested a few movies that I really liked, or sounded good, so I was going back and he suggested some that were on Hulu, which I have. So I was looking on Hulu, but it was late and I was kind of drunk, or pretty buzzed, and it was already like past midnight. So I started looking at the action section, and I was like, what the hell? All these. So I just picked some that had a cool cover. I picked 2023's The Channel, written and directed by Will Kaufman, starring Clayne Crawford and Max Martini. So Clayne Crawford, he's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of TV shows and movies, but I really don't know him from anything. But he played Martin Riggs on the Lethal Weapon TV series, and the Max Martini guy, he was in 13 Hours, the Secret Soldiers of Benghazi movie, which I do like, and he was in Pacific Rim, which I do not remember him from. So the channel it's basically Heat. It's like a wannabe Heat. I guess even just your basic heist movie. I was gonna say Reservoir Dogs, but it's not. It's nowhere near as good as Reservoir Dogs. And it has a pretty good opening. Yeah, that part, the bank part, just to me just seemed to copy the part Heat when they're in the bank, and then the shootout. Again, it's nowhere near as good as Heat, but it was pretty good, and it's a long shootout. After a while, I was like, man, keeps going on. Then they, like, I think two of them escape with one of their, I can't remember, there was like 4 or 5 guys. One or two gets wasted, one gets hit, and then they gotta get out of, they're in New Orleans. They did grab some money, so they gotta get out of town, get their guy, like, some medical attention. But the cops, the FBI, everybody's after them. And it just seemed like almost everybody in the movie overacts. The way they say the F word, the way they talk, and it just came off, I don't know, it just seemed so tired and kind of lame. And after I looked them up, they're decent actors. So maybe it's the director who made say mother effer like this, like, I don't know, like Tupac or something. Yeah, not De Niro. They didn't copy De Niro. And then there's a part where they get to this guy who gives their friend medical attention. I liked him. When he came in, I was like, he's like the only person that's acting like a real person. He was funny. And so I was okay, this guy, where's it gonna go? It turns out like they'd have to, I don't know, get the money laundered or something. So the Max Martini guy, they're brothers, and Max is like the wild card. The actor Clayne, I remember his name in the movie. It's Jamie. Like, he's like the level-headed, smart one. They both are like ex-military, so they have training. And then Jamie's wife or girlfriend, I guess it's his wife, she shows up, and she's talking like a gangster too, and cursing and threatening people. And I was like, this is not a good look. It's just over. It's not even over the top. It's just annoying. And then so that they have to do something with these other gangsters. There's like a crew of black dudes. The crazy brother winds up blowing them all the black gangsters away. And so now they got these gangs after him, the cops. And actually, when it was almost to stop paying attention. But then when they got to the end, it had enough action to where I said, okay, it's okay. And it's pretty brutal stuff, but it's never like overtly graphic. You know, there's no gore. There's a lot of shooting and people get shot. And it is violent. But it just didn't bother me that it wasn't a gore fest or people aren't, like, no one showered in blood or limbs aren't blown off. I don't know why. It made me think of Planet Terror. In Planet Terror, the blood squibs and that, dude, it's like a gallon of blood sprays out with every bullet hit, and it's really awesome. And here, there's a little bit of blood. But it was fine. It was just enough, just the active, like, they have some cool automatic weapons and just the heavy machine gun fire. It was pretty thrilling, I thought. And then they, like, spoiler, they pour acid on a dude's head. Fortunately, they don't show what it looks like. And I was like, I don't need to, right now, I don't need to see, like, a guy tied to a chair, his face melted off. You know, if it's like street trash or like a zombie movie, it's fine, but this is just like it's set in reality, so it's just too much now. So overall, yeah, it started off okay, then it started to like lose interest. By the end, it was okay. The director has directed movies like Jarhead 3, The Marine 4, all these action movies. So it kind of should be better. Also, the story is so by the numbers. Like, also so he wrote it too. I was like, don't you want to try to do something a little more just exciting or just different? I guess it's hard, but the channel, I don't know why it's called the channel. Maybe it has something to do with the river. I don't know. But it's on Hulu. I'd give it 2.5. Just like a middle of the road action movie with like some trying to be dramatic. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So it's the movie. I have a list of other movies on Hulu on it, so I'm gonna try to stay away from these because it has a cool cover. That's what made me want to watch it. Because I need to just stay away from what I think looks cool and watch something that I hear is good. So I got a bunch of mail, but I don't want to make this video too long. Got some letters, and I really want to show you. I'll show you later. I don't want to ruin it, spoil it, but I'll show you what I got, and I'll see you maybe tonight.